Vulture Peak rises quietly from the Arizona desert, a dark volcanic spine set against endless sky. It's not the tallest mountain out here, but it carries weight, the kind that comes from time, hardship, and stories left behind. Below it lies the Sonoran Desert, harsh and beautiful in equal measure. Saguaros stand like sentinels. Creosote clings to life in rocky soil, and the ground itself tells a story shaped by heat, erosion, and patience. The land doesn't change quickly, but it remembers. In the 1860s, that silence was broken. The discovery of gold at Vulture Mine transformed this remote desert into one of the most productive gold sites in Arizona's history. Thousands came to chase fortunes. Miners, merchants, families, carving a town out of stone and dust. Some found wealth, many only found the struggle. Life here was unforgiving. Water was scarce, summers were brutal, and the desert showed no mercy to those who underestimated it. When the gold ran dry, the people left, but the land stayed, slowly reclaimed what was once taken. This episode is brought to you by CB Built. Jason and the team down there keeping the rigs on the road, making sure that the last thing you have to worry about on your trip is your truck. Just focus on the adventure ahead. CB Built. Well, good morning. As you can tell, coffee time. We're waking up outside of Wickenburg, Arizona, up in the mountains here, up in the foothills, I guess it would be. Got in pretty late last night, but we're gonna hit some trails this morning, and then we're gonna head off to meet up with the crew. We're meeting up with Jeremy from Overland Adventures, my buddy from Phoenix, as well as Cody from White Dog. It's been a hot minute since we've hung out, and his whole crew. And we're gonna spend a couple days exploring Arizona. So grab some popcorn and let's go. With night one now in the rearview mirror and camp fully packed up, it was time to once again head back down the same trails that had brought us out here, retracing our path towards civilization and the asphalt ribbons that would carry us on to the next chapter of this adventure. Today, the desert's returned to its natural rhythm. Wind moves through washes, ravens circle overhead, and the Vulture Peak still watches out over all of its unchanged. Out here, you don't just pass through the history, you feel it. And if you listen closely, the desert speaks in quiet ways. So it's been a great morning around camp, just tearing everything down, putting everything away, getting organized, getting ready for the adventure we're on. The trail's been really nice this morning. The views are incredible. I love the saguaro cactus. Got some prickly pear cactus, I think they call it, and then just the mountains with the rocks are just incredible. So anyway, we're gonna get back on the trail here, work our way out of here, and then get on the asphalt and head off to something else before we go meet up with Cody and the team. We'll see you around. buzzing down the highway here. We got the wiki up, and I saw some absolutely amazing canyon off to the left. So it took me a little bit to get turned around and head back out that direction, but I'm super excited to go check it out. It looks like somewhere that I could really spend some time. I don't have a lot of time to do today, but I'd like to take a look at it and see if it's going to be something I can come back and visit later. Catch up with you down the road.
And just like that, we find ourselves on the shoulder of a busy highway, opening a literal gateway to an impromptu next chapter of our Arizona adventure.
Remember, if it asks you to leave it closed, if it's closed, leave it closed. If it's open, you can probably leave it open.
As we return to the trail, the truck settles back into the rhythm of the land. The hum of the highway fades, replaced by the sound of sand, gravel, and stone moving beneath the tires. The suspension begins its familiar cycle, compressing and releasing through sandy washes and rocky outcroppings. Each movement a reminder that this is exactly where we're meant to be. Out here, progress isn't measured in miles per hour. It's measured in awareness, in reading the terrain, in letting the road guide you rather than forcing your way through it. The desert begins to open up as we move deeper in. Wide horizons stretch out in either way, broken only by the towering rock formations that seem to rise without warning from the desert floor. These were the shapes that caught our attention from the highway, impossible to ignore, even at speed. Turning around wasn't part of the plan, but the best moments rarely are. Sometimes the land asks for more than just a passing glance, and the only right answer is to slow down and listen. As we work our way closer, the scale of it all becomes clear. What looked in the distant as abstract from the pavement now feels massive and alive. Light plays across weathered stone, shadows tracing lines carved by time and wind. Leaving the highway behind isn't about escaping civilization. It's about reconnecting with curiosity, about choosing the unknown over the efficient, and in doing so, finding views that were never meant to be seen from the road. Out here in the Arizona backcountry, the land rises slowly at first. Then all at once, massive rock formations break through the desert floor, weathered, fractured, standing as quiet markers of time. This is a place where volcanic rock and ancient granite push upwards through the creosote flats and sandy washes. The formations look almost deliberate, stacked and split by heat, wind, and millions of years of erosion. Nothing here is accidental. The desert surrounding them is sparse, but resilient. Saguaros reach skyward, ironwood and palo verde cling to shallow soil, and the ground bears scars of seasonal floods that carve new paths through old stone. Long before the roads cut across this landscape, indigenous peoples moved throughout these valleys, reading the land for water, shelter, and survival. Later, the miners followed. They were drawn by gold and driven by hope. What remains today is the land itself. Quiet, enduring, unchanged by passing ambition. Wind moves through the rocks, Shadows stretch across the desert floor, and the formations continue to stand, reminding you that out here, time belongs to the desert.
I want to come back out here and check out this area. It's absolutely amazing with the rocks just shooting out of the earth, hanging off the cliffs. It's like something I haven't seen around here, at least. Anyway, I'm gonna get on the road. I've got to get back to the gate, get back out of here, and get on my way to Wickiup. But I just could not. I couldn't pass this up. It's just too good.
Eventually, the moment passes, as it always does. We take one last look in the mirror at the rocks that are pulling us off the highway and into this quiet corner of the desert. Light shifts, shadows stretch, and it feels like the land is giving us permission to move on. The truck turns towards the trail, tires finding familiar ground as we work our way back out. Rock gives way to sand, sand to gravel, and slowly the desert begins to open up again. Leaving a place like this isn't about forgetting. It's about carrying that feeling forward, knowing there's more waiting down the road, and trusting the adventure to keep unfolding.
Hey there. So anyway, we're back on the road, headed out to Wickiup to meet up with some peeps. And, Arizona just blows my mind. Because you can go down any highway. And it's just like BLM land next door. There's a gate. As long as you open and close the gate, you can go a couple hundred yards and there's campsites. And the further back you go, the better the campsites are, the better the views are. Case in point, Ship Rock. Wow, that place is incredible. We'll definitely be back. I want to go back into that canyon and really check some stuff out. But anyway, I'll see you guys down the road. All right, so we're back in the truck. Just leaving Wickiup. I got Kyle in front of me. I got Jeremy from Overland Adventures behind me. So we're headed off to go find camp. If you're ever passing through Wickiup, highly recommend Dazzo's Italian Eatery. It was spot on. Had the Italian beef with the hot peppers. Absolutely amazing. But anyway, we're gonna head on down here, find us a dirt road, and go try and find a place to camp. So I'll try and pop the drone back up once we get to camp. Just want to be respectful because now I'm with a bunch of other people. So, but I'll show you around camp when we get there. See you on the road.
Once the tires hit dirt again, the three of us made short work of searching for that perfect location for camp. Far enough away from the main thoroughfare to be able to enjoy peace, quiet, and privacy, yet close enough to ensure that Cody and Johnny would be able to easily locate us under the cover of night.
We have a little sidewalk.
Yeah, interesting.
Views are pretty bomb.
Great spot.
I like it.
I think we're calling it home. We can drop a pin to Cody and they can pull in over there.
Yeah, that'll work.
And that way if something happens and they get here super late.
Yeah. We can baby sleep.
Yeah, we could have our own spot.
Nice.
Awesome. Awesome. All right.
Once we found perfection, it was time to set up camp. Opening up the habitat, opening up the truck, and getting everything ready so we could enjoy a comfortable night under the stars.
All right, just like that, home is found, and we're gonna take some time. We're gonna get set up and go from there. See you guys later.
The desert in this part of Arizona feels like a gentle contrast to where we've been. The same, only different. Familiar at first glance, yet clearly its own place. Saguaros are still here, standing watch across the hills, but they've thinned in numbers. In their absence, creosote and sage have filled the open space, and Palo Verde trees rise from the decomposed granite and red volcanic rocks scattered across the hilltops. It's unmistakably Arizona desert, just nature showing off its diversity. We set camp in what we believe was once a mining area. Scars in the hillside tell part of the story. Shallow cuts, exposed stone, and samples taken long ago in search of something valuable. What remains are two perfectly flat clearings, shaped either by intention or time, offering us a place to settle in for the night. Surrounding us is a rugged beauty in every direction. Rolling hills, fractured rock, and wide open spaces that stretch far beyond the reach of sound. The desert feels very vast here, open and endless, the kind of place that makes everything else just feel small. As camp comes together and the light begins to fade, this spot feels right. It's quiet, it's grounded, it's a temporary home carved out of stone and silence, the perfect place to pause, to reflect, and prepare for whatever the trail brings next.
Alright, so we've definitely found camp. Poked around a little bit more, flew the drone around looking for another spot, but we've got this massive flat spot here, massive flat spot where they are, and the neat thing is there's even like a small retaining wall along the outside edge of where we're parked over there. I'll show that to you. So this obviously used to be something. I think there's some test mine hits going up the wall there, Kyle said, and then there's also a bunch of old steel cans from people eating. So this place has definitely been used before. But the sun's starting to go down. As you can see, everything's starting to turn a beautiful color of golden red. All the golds, all the reds are coming out so as the sun goes down. And we're nestled right up in here, nice and quiet. Anyway, I'll show you that retaining wall in a minute. But this whole little creek bed full of old cans all the way up into there. Let's see. Definitely purpose built. Yes, it's beautiful. What's for dinner there, Chef Jeremy?
Just simple. A little bit of chicken with some Trader Joe's coffee and garlic, pretzel rolls, a little tomato, but not for you, and some hot honey sauce.
Perfect.
Simple, easy, delicious.
Done.
Yeah.
All right, so final update of the night. Cody and Johnny got here. It's cold, it's windy, so it's about 9 o'clock and we're going to turn in pretty early tonight. And then tomorrow we're going to get up and figure out where we're going. Cody's got a route all planned out, and going to see some ghost towns and some mines, and work our way from here over towards Havasu. And if you've hung in there with me, I appreciate you. Please go ahead and like, subscribe, and that way you won't miss the rest of the adventure. All right, guys. See you later.